firstly, for anyone who might watch this, who might not be in our network, who might not be aware of what we do and who we are, in the immortal words of Cilla Black, what's your name and where do you come from?
Cilla. So, yeah, my name is Dave Verburg. I'm born and bred in Bootle. My company is called Mission Success, and we also run the Boomerang UK network and franchise as well.
So we'll come on to that. For Mission Success, what does that look like and who's it for?
So, for me, I could not believe when I had to look around for the name of my new company that the phrase mission success is not being taken, because I believe that's what everyone's life should be. Should be on a mission for success in something, right? Even if it's just generally having a successful life, you should be your mission to be and to be successful in whatever you do. So I was made up when it came up, which is why I chose the name. What it's developed into now is basically helping people live their life on their terms, because that's the most important thing for me. It's such a difficult world we can live in at times. We've got access to so many things. We think we should be so many things and we should be doing so many things that actually what we want gets lost. And that's where the mission success basically comes from.
Funny enough, because success to like people are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the stage of life I'm in, like when I first joined Boomerang, actually, success was just getting up in the morning and having a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Success now looks like building the business and providing a good life for us. You know what I mean? So
we be successful in the different areas of our lives. Our life, there is no, it makes your life, for me, it makes me laugh when people talk about work-life balance. It's just life.
Yeah.
Because of the world that we've created, we have to, well, most of us have to work at something. So it's like making sure that we have a balanced life. It's not just about balancing life and work. You can balance all sorts of your health, your fitness, your financial health and fitness, your family. All of that stuff is a balance. So you should be paying it attention.
Yeah.
But what happens is, generally when we fall down, there's areas of our world we've stopped paying attention to. 100%. And I think that's the bit that I like to help people with, is basically shine a light back on their world, how the results that they are getting, and help them figure out what they need to do to get back on track.
Love it. It's interesting, because like you spend like maybe 40, 50, 60, even 70 more maybe hours a week of your life at work. So it makes logical sense to do something you actually find purpose in and enjoy.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, I think. I genuinely believe that people who struggle and are not in jobs that they find fulfilling are basically doing stuff to get by, in whether it's in life or in world. Now, and I also think that sometimes we think purpose is a bit like fluffy and a bit out there, and it's not. Purpose is just, your purpose could be to be the best version of you every day. Your purpose could be to be the best dad, granddad, or wife, or daughter, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You've got something. You're worthy of living a good life, and I think too many of us will drift through life because we don't understand the value of who we are as an individual. And that's the biggest thing for me. And there's multiple reasons for that, but I think if more people understood they're worthy of success in life, they just are. And then they could focus on it a bit more, but sometimes we just need a bit of a hand.
Sure, I love that. So that's what the program helps people with, right? What does the program look like?
Mission success ones. Well, the main focus for me is with business owners, because I genuinely believe a business owner is the most undervalued, or one of the most undervalued people in society. Because what happens is, if you say to somebody business owner, they'll think Musk, Sugar, Branson. That'll immediately where they'll think, and it's not there. It's Steve, it's Joe, it's David, it's Fran, who's been speaking about. It's those people. They're the ones who basically make the wheels of this country turn. And they're the ones who get looked after last. Because what they do is, they have a really good idea. To help that idea work the best it can, they give opportunity to people. And those opportunity, or the people, are like their staff or their team. And what they do is they make sure the staff get paid, they make sure the clients get looked after, they make sure HMRC gets paid, all the bills gets paid. And then when they go to their accountant at the end of the month and they go, what's there for us? The accountant goes, no, back out there. You've still got more stuff to do. Yeah. But they provide opportunity for their team and their staff to live in a house they want to live in, put their kids in the school they want to put them in, go on holiday where they want to go, drive a car they want to drive. And generally, the vast majority of business owners are the people who come last within their business. Well, I make sure that they come first because they're the ones who are providing the opportunity. And if you think about it logically, all of those people that they're employing and all of those people that are in their team, they spend their money in their community. They'll spend their money in the coffee shop around the corner. They'll go and buy from the shops around the corner. They'll go and do all of those things. So that's one of the reasons I'm passionate about working with business owners, because I think they're generally undervalued.
I do. I completely agree. We'll come back to that. I want to talk about Boomerang. We knew each other before Boomerang, before you started Boomerang.
Yeah.
Through network, actually. But how did Boomerang come about, like, originally? Because I got a message off you on LinkedIn, a random day, saying, do you want to come to Boomerang? I was like, what the hell's Boomerang? Yeah. How did that actually come about?
Okay. I was not enjoying the networking that I was attending because it wasn't giving me what I felt I needed. It's full of brilliant people doing great things, but I never felt fully attached to any of it. And so I started looking for a different type of networking that was involved weekly meetings, or because that was the stuff I was used to. That avenue was closed to me at the time at Merseyside, so I was looking for somewhere else to do that. And I came across Boomerang. I really, really liked it. We did some research on it. Me and my business partner Adam flew out to see Akil and Yoss, the guys who started it, and we hit it off. But I also liked what they were doing. And one of the key things I liked what they were doing, we spoke about this before, was they'd set the business up for tens of thousands of members. They'd had a non-compete from a previous organisation. That had been done. They started working on how to build this up. And what was funny was me and Adam came back from the UK to the UK. We had a couple of conversations about it. And there was a level of franchise. There was two levels of franchise on offer. One was the whole of the UK. And one was one where you could take a group of 5 and run 5 groups. So I said to Adam, why don't we just run 5 groups then and just see how it goes and test the water and see what we think? And Adam, spotting opportunity, just said, looked at me and he just went, no, we'll take the whole of the UK. And I just went, why? He went, well, because it's available. And that's where the biggest opportunity is, where we can make the biggest difference for others and for ourselves. And I just went, sound, yeah, let's take the whole of the UK. So it's 62. Well, it was at 62. 62-year-old fella, just take, I'll just do that then. I'll take on the franchise for the UK. And that's basically where it came about. The things we loved about it was the focus 1,000,000% on your members. That was it. And making sure, because Adam and I will know, and we've said this, you've been in our meetings, and I say it all the time, we can't get what we want in life if we're not giving you, our members, what you want in life. So you will always come first. Always. And so for me, that was one of the biggest things we got back from the boys in the Netherlands, and it fits in perfectly with me of how I feel these networking events, because they are an event, should be. And I think the other thing that we try to make sure people know is that you as a member will always be you. You'll always be Steve. You won't be the content room. The content room is just an activity that you've decided you want to, that's how you're going to generate wealth for your family and for yourself.
Adam always says that, doesn't he? He says you're only ever a custodian to your business.
100%. That's all you'll ever be. At some point, you will not be running a content room. And any business owner out there, please understand this. At some point, you will not be running your business. And so what you want to be doing is making sure that when that time comes for you to exit, you exit on your terms. That starts today. And your terms could be it. It could be passing it down to the family. It could be closing it. It could be liquidation. It could be selling it. It doesn't matter, because at some point, you might not want to run it. You'll be too old to run it. Something will happen within the sector or the industry you're in, and you will not be running your business. It amazes me, the number of business owners who don't understand that, and they just think, well, no, this is what I'll be doing forever. Well, you won't be doing it forever, because nothing's forever. So understanding how that works, that's the bit for us in the world of Boomerang, where we understand for you as an individual, you're doing the activity, whether it's accounting, soliciting, whatever it is, as a way for you to live your life. We want you to have the best life possible. To do that, we want to help whatever activity you've chosen to get paid for to be the best it can be. And that's what Boomerang is about. Not necessarily because we want the best accountant in there or we want the best this. No, you will always be Steve, you'll always be Dave, you'll always be Jane, you'll always be Helen, you'll always be Kerry. You come first. And for me, in what we do, I think that's the biggest thing. You will always get, there's an individual who's got hopes, dreams, desires that they want to fulfill in life behind the activity that they're doing to live their life. And that's the most important thing for me.
I love it so much. So, tying the two together, what does mission success look like for Boomerang?
That's a really cool question. What does mission success look like for Boomerang? I would say for me, it's the same values that we take in. Mission success, we focus mostly on the business owners and leadership development for them and their team. That's the stuff that I bring across to the world of Boomerang for us. But also, any franchisees that come on board have got to understand that. They've got to understand that piece around developing people through not just taking money off them and hopefully then leaving it to them to go and get referrals for each other. No, that's not what we do. We create an environment where they're confident and comfortable to be able to push themselves out there to go and do the things they need to do for the business. And Boomerang will always have a strong coaching element to it, just like Mission Success does. So anyone who comes along from a franchisee point of view will have to understand there's a strong element of coaching and development of humans, not coaching and development of businesses, coaching and development of humans. We let the human go and coach and develop their business, but we help them coach and develop them. That's where the two fit.
I'm going to give a bit of a case study here. This is just one example, by the way. So, in my last concept room, the guy who I was in the building with was selling the business for multiple reasons. But he let me know about this about 6 months before it happened. And it got me thinking, when someone new comes in, like our business plan said, we're going to do it this time next year, so 2026. But it kind of catapulted it like sooner. So it was like, right, I'm not gonna stay when he sells because I've still got a really good relationship with him, and it just didn't feel right, and I wanted to take it bigger, and we were in a position to do it, so we done it. And but I got down this rabbit hole with this place, and it was like a industrial trade unit essentially. It was empty. It was going to cost me a fortune, and I got the contract through and I was literally about to sign. And then for some reason, I don't know if it was like a touch of God or whatever, Adam rang me up. Not for that reason, he was just like rang me up for some random reason. I said, Adam, I need your advice, mate. And he said, word for word, fuck it off. he was like, you're in a bad deal. Sometimes you can't see it, fuck it off. And I got off the phone and I was like, oh my God, he's right. He was like, go and get an office. A serviced office where you're paying a flat fee. It might cost you a bit more, but I'm telling you, like, fuck that off. That's a bad deal. I would have been stuck in it for 5 years. But that little bit of knowledge and that little bit of wisdom that I needed at that particular time, I got from Boomerang. Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't have had that moment if I didn't build that relationship with him where he could have rang me and I could have just asked him for that advice.
That's just.
And that to me how do I quantify that? It would have cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. You know what I mean? And for someone just to ring me up and just give me that little bit of like nuggets of advice, literally changed the trajectory of my whole business.
They're the added benefits.
I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, and I'll to be fair, there'll be lots and lots of networking organisations where you can get those things. That's the whole power of networking. One of the reasons networking has survived and does so well is because the human is a herd animal. We thrive by connections, but we also want to serve. But it's a whole tribe thing coming back from hundreds of thousands of years. It's still in us now, still part of our brain that operates on that level, where we know that if we look after somebody else, when the opportunity comes, they look after us, which is why networking is really important.
The law of reciprocity, I love it.
We love it.
I love it.
Well done. Not many people can say reciprocity.
Well, one thing that you said to me once upon a time, I don't know if you remember even saying this to me, you said imposter syndrome is not a syndrome.
Yes.
It's just an illusion of the mind that you put on yourself.
Well, I didn't quite say illusion. What I said was, because I do get into trouble with this sometimes.
But I actually agree with that concept.
Yeah, imposter syndrome, it's a pattern of thinking, okay? That's what it is. Because when you use the word syndrome, people think they've got something.
Yeah.
I have a thing.
Yeah.
You haven't got a thing outside of a pattern of thinking around your value, your worth, your sense of belonging in whatever arena that you're in. Now, imposter syndrome first sort of showed itself generally, I think it was the late 70s, early 80s, when more women became in positions of power in big corporate organizations. And it would be perfectly natural for them to feel that, because basically it was full of, middle-aged fellas in suits. And there wasn't many women around in those roles. And that's where the talk of imposter syndrome first came about. So I'm not saying that doesn't exist. What I'm saying is it's not a syndrome, as in something that you've got. What you've got is a pattern of thinking about the situation that you're in. And that's important to understand, because what then that means is, because it's your thoughts and your thinking, you can do something about it. Now, there may be bits of your world in your life that you might have to think about and might have to look at to think, well, why do I feel this? Why don't I feel on a par with these people around me? Yeah. Or even though everyone else is telling me I'm really good at this stuff, why don't I feel good enough about it? But that's the capability to fix that is within you.
Definitely, yeah.
It's not outside of you. It's within you. And that's why I get frustrated when the whole term of imposter syndrome, because too often, there's two things. People can then use it as a reason to go, I don't belong there. Yeah. Well, if you want to be there, bloody be there. You belong there. And the other thing is, it takes away the ownership of them to do the work. It's needed. And you've known me for a while now. All of my coaching is based on the fact that every single person who comes to see me is perfectly capable of doing the thing that they need to do or they're struggling to do. My job is to help them figure out how they have to do it, because the way they have to do it will be the different the way someone else has to do it. But that's the thing around coaching. It's making sure that the people in front of you know that the answers they need are within them, because we live in two worlds. This is the weird, surreal piece. Right? We live in two worlds. We live in the world of the internal and external world. So we've got the internal world of our thoughts and emotions and feelings, and we've got the external world of events and circumstances. But you can only feel and change the internal world. The external world is out there. We're part of it, but, if somebody walked in here now and interrupted this, well, I've got no control over that because I wasn't expecting that to happen. Yeah. That's in the external world. How I deal with that is in the internal world, because all actions, feelings, and thoughts are internal. And that's the constant dichotomy that people have when they point at stuff outside of them, thinking that's where the blame is or the fault is. They may not like that stuff, but actually the solution to the thing they don't like in the outer world is inside of them. And my job is to help them figure that bit out. That's what I do.
That's so valuable, that. So valuable. Like my first business coach, Peter, you know Peter Russell? He's
no.
Russell Taylor. Like really old school type of businessman. He's in his 70s now. He's passed the business down to his son. One of the first things he told me was the barrier to entry to any new skill set is being a bit shit at the start.
Yeah, 100%. Wise words. Yeah.
So, so with that knowledge, you can accept the fact that when you start something, you will be a bit shit.
But imagine then, so let's take that as a really good example. So imagine then taking that down to, you've been told all your life that you're no good at stuff, or you've tried to impress, whether it's your parents, teachers, or your peers, and no one's recognized you for what you've tried to do. And then you're then given a new skill in job, in a new skill or a new role in work that you've now got to do. Yeah. That's going to be hard for you because you've got no reference point of success previously. So you're going to struggle with it.
I've got a 4-year-old coming up to 5. Take him to Fussy. It's basically organised chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like just kids running around after the ball. But over time, they learn the positions. They learn where to stand. They learn the touch control and the dribbling and all that. But they don't do that at the start. And if you treated like learning that skill like a kid does, of enjoying that process, going through it, just running around with your mates, in anything, whether it's relationship building, networking, coaching. And I'm from a coaching background, so like I always say I'm the most coachable man in the world. Like I never take criticism, like personally, because it's always something I can learn. It helps to have that mindset of approaching something where you go, do you know what? Whether it's content, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, building a website, whatever, I'm not going to be great at this now, but I'm going to enjoy that process of taking the steps to get good.
Yeah, and it's such an important way to look at life. And it's also really, really difficult because when a 4-year-old's running around at the pitch, they've had 4 years of life. They've probably had about a year, 18 months of life, maybe, where they're beginning to realise how things around them impact them. So they'll just carry on and go and play. There is no other stuff. But when you're 30, you've then got, if you take that from a 4-year-old, you've then got 26 years of your life and how your life has panned out. That's giving you a version of you of who you are. So, I mean, remember, you've heard me talk about me in the karaoke. Those who know me I love a bit of karaoke. But I didn't sing for years because a guy called David Smith, or Smigger, as he was when I was about 10 or 11, I got chosen for the Boys Brigade choir. And Smigger went to me, why are you in the choir? You can't sing. The most random thing ever to say. But also, randomly, it stuck in my head that I can't sing. Why? Because Smigger said I can't sing. Yeah. And of course, Smigger was the Simon Cowell of 1976, obviously. But that stuck in my head. Ridiculous. But that's how mad the human is. That stuck in my head. And it wasn't until I got so fed up seeing people having such a good time on karaoke, whether they could sing or not. And I was like, Smigger can get lost. But I was about 55. It's mad. But if you went and saw Smigger and had a chat to him, he'd have no idea. He wouldn't even remember the conversation. Yeah. He's just gone about his life. But that's the thing around how the human works and why stuff like coaching is important. You can identify those things and be able to move through that type of stuff.
It's invaluable to have like someone there who can take you through that process and help you.
Yeah.
And you're having people around you. For anyone who's watched this podcast or viewing this content and I want to get involved in Boomerang, Thursday morning, 7 o'clock.
Thursday morning, 7 o'clock. If you're not a morning person, because we know some of you aren't, there's a new group starting on a Tuesday at 9:30. Yeah. Either is good. You just need to get hold of me on LinkedIn. Is always the best place to get.
Well, I'm going to put all the links to Dave's LinkedIn, to the Boomerang website, all the sign-ups to the Mission Success. I'm going to put it all around this video, and all this content will be going out over the next week or so. So, Dave, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Very welcome, my friend, and good luck.
With that sort of time that we've done, I've just got so much value out of that personally. I've stared myself. So, yeah, thank you for everything you've done for me over the last year or so, and holding me accountable as well, because it's not always been easy for me with the kids. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point. It's understanding that's just life. It's just life. So you have to be aware of that as a thing, and be grateful for it.
Yeah, 100% be grateful.
And don't take it where, you know, people having a go at you, or no one's out to get you. Everyone wants the best for you.
Yeah, and I think it's just that sometimes people are areas for improvement can be highlighted without people being mean. Yeah. There are people who are mean when they do it, but that doesn't mean to say you have to be mean when you do it. You can just point out a few things.
Deliver it with compassion and empathy.
Yes, because everyone's doing the best with what they've got.
Well, thanks so much, Dave. Appreciate it. Good show.
Thank you. All right, lad.